On this episode of The Balancing Act, a surgery that could help boost your confidence, plus a fun place to restore and store your classic car. We'll introduce you to a man who's teaching clean, green eating to students all over the country. All of this and much more on The Balancing Act.
Well, there's no better feeling in the world than having confidence. And if you're struggling with insecurities around your face, surgery may be the way to go. Dr. Genua is the founder of the Janjua Facial Surgery Clinic.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for being here today, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Look, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what made you want to get into facial surgery?
Absolutely. So very briefly, I am a board-certified facial plastic surgeon, and I live in New Jersey with my lovely wife of 23 years and 3 beautiful daughters. I love to meditate and run and work on medical devices. In fact, I'm very lucky to have a patent on a medical device to stop severe nosebleeds.
That's incredible.
And I'm working on bringing it to the market hopefully soon.
I went through that. We won't go into deep conversation, but I went through severe nosebleeds for a while.
Oh, my.
I had to have interventional radiological surgery.
That's exactly the reason. Oh my, I have a simpler solution.
Okay, well, we'll get to that in a
We'll get to that later.
Absolutely.
So, you know, when I came to U.S., you can probably tell I'm not from around here by the accent. I was born and raised in Pakistan. So when I came to U.S., I trained at Yale University in surgical training for head and neck cancer. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people with cancer. But it was emotionally taxing to see some of my patients pass away, you know, despite the best efforts. So it was very difficult. And I decided to change that to maybe some happy surgery that is still challenging but has a happy ending.
And I would bet there's not much happier than a person getting up in the morning, looking in that mirror and going, yeah.
Exactly. So that's, you know, what led me to further train in facial plastic surgery and open Janjua Facial Surgery.
And you've kind of created something that's really unique in the marketplace. It's like a different type of rhinoplasty, nose job, right?
That is correct. Yes.
So what's the difference between the normal one and the one that you do?
Well, in the normal one, you know, they always talk about a typical Caucasian nose where the bridge is straight, the tip is high. That doesn't fit all the different ethnic groups. And when I was trained only in Caucasian noses, and also all the books I read were on Caucasian noses. Right. When I started my own practice, I started seeing a lot of ethnic patients, including African-American patients. They would come and they would tell me, like, Doc, I really don't want, you know, all this Caucasian nose. And I just want the nostrils to be a little softer. And we were never trained to deal with big nostrils in our training, so I had to come up with techniques. As I was doing it, you know, I started putting them on YouTube as videos, and I started using the term alarplasty to educate patients, and that became a pretty well-known term now. And then patients would come and see, you know, Doc, I had to go to many doctors. They all wanted to do a full nose job. Until I came across your video, and I said, that's exactly what I need. And the rest is history. So
what are some of the reactions that you've seen or gotten from some of the people that you've actually shown their new nose?
Well, pretty much everything from like crying with tears of joy to jumping up and down screaming to asking me for a hug or asking to take a selfie with me. My favorite was this one patient who looked at the mirror afterwards and said, Doc, finally now when people talk to me, they're going to look me in the eyes and not look at my nostrils. Wow. For me, that sealed the deal.
That would be the seal of the deal right there. It did. So if people wanted more information, where would they go?
They can go to my website, janjuafacialsurgery.com, or the second website, alarplasty.com.
Okay, and of course, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com, if you want more information. Docs, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Let's put the pedal to the metal as we rev up our next story.
Corvettes, Firebirds, Mustangs, we all know and love these cars. Whether it's about bringing back old memories, creating the custom car of your dreams, or restoring an old car to its original glory, the process should be fun.
The inspiration for North American Motor Car was always about people and about the passion of cars and motorcycles. Like most boys, but probably me more extreme. As a young kid, I had an extensive collection of Hot Wheels, and I just always loved cars. And my father early on had a GTO. I never saw it, but I saw a picture of it. And we would go to car shows. I would love the environment of a car show. I saw a gap in the automotive world in the Northeast. There are very few places that had a lot of services to satisfy the customer under one roof. And that's what North American Motor Car does.
American Metal Customs is an all-inclusive, one-stop custom shop. We offer a variety of different things for our client. We offer high-end custom builds, whether it's a car, whether it's a hot rod, whether it's a motorcycle. We offer full nut and bolt restorations on a variety of different cars, makes, and models. And then we have a bunch of specialty services. We have high-end metal shaping and design. We have a world-class paint booth where we can do custom paint jobs. We have a full interior shop that also offers audio. We have 2 bays so we can do mechanical work. And then if you couple that with our high-end storage and detailing, we're literally a destination where no matter what your need is, we're able to provide that.
Also, we have custom-made event spaces. These spaces are well thought out in terms of connecting with the customer, celebrating their passion for cars and motorcycles. They also have a variety of music memorabilia, which is another great way to connect with customers, because for us, music, motorcycles, cars, they go well together. And some of the names of those spaces, the Glamour and Grit Lounge, the Bootlegger Speakeasy, it really draws people in, and really we want to have a good time here and celebrate their passion for cars and motorcycles. This car behind me is the start of my collection. It's a 1969 GTO Judge. And when I think about the business, North American Motor Car, and where was the foundation, it really was the start of my collection and me learning about what's important to collectors and what's important to people that love cars and motorcycles. When you have people that are passionate like I am and our team is, and we're all in, we want to make sure that we think of all the little details. Car people for car people.
So anytime that anybody comes here to start a project with us, whether it's a custom build or whether it's a restoration, it can be a little intense. And so one of the things that we focus on here, and our experience allows us to do that, is giving that customer this fun sense of updating them on their car, being able to come to this facility and being able to sit down in one of our lounges to enjoy themselves, even when they come check on their car. There's more to here, to this place than just that. So we take on all that stress by doing all that research, taking in all that, effort. So once again, when they get to the end of it, it's been this really enjoyable experience of actually having this thing get built. It should never be stressful on their end. Once again, it's always passion driven, and we just want to communicate that to the client all the time.
Looking to store your car, get it detailed, or find the car of your dreams? Have an old classic car ready for restoration but don't know where to start? Visit their website, NorthAmericanMotorCar.com, or go to our website, TheBalancingAct.com.
Well, education is about developing the minds of tomorrow, and it's not just about reading, writing, arithmetic. There's never been a better time than now to teach children about the importance of health and wellness. Stephen Ritz is the founder of Bronx Machine, and he's joining me here today. Welcome, sir. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you. It is an honor, Montel.
For sure, my friend. Well, tell me a little bit about this Bronx Machine, and what was the inspiration about it?
Well, the inspiration behind Bronx Machine is simple. It's that children shouldn't have to leave their community to live, learn, and earn in a better one. And I'm from the Deep South, the South Bronx, and let me be clear. Food justice is racial justice. So making sure that children, whether you're rich or poor, whether you're in the South Bronx or Beverly Hills, every child deserves access to healthy, fresh food. And the best place to start it is right in school.
Wow, okay. So you probably put one of these in schools. This is your show and tell, right? You brought it with you. Tell me a little bit about it.
So this is a tower garden, an aeroponic growing system. What this does is allow students to grow food in school, aligned to project-based learning and our proprietary Bronx Machine curriculum that has transformed schools across the nation and around the world with stellar success. But This is a device that uses 90% less water, 90% less space, is in a classroom, has commercial applications. We have farms in classrooms. We even have a farm in Yankee Stadium. But most importantly, in an age where children are screened out, if they grow it in class, if they see it, they touch it, they smell it. I only wish this was smell-o-vision. They really want to eat fresh food. In the middle of the South Bronx, I've got vegans.
So should schools consider adding this to their curriculum?
Absolutely. You know, first and foremost, this is a device that literally pays for itself and offers free refills for the rest of your ownership, along with Bronx Machine, which comes with an unlimited site license. But when children start eating healthy, they start thinking healthy. And let me be clear, the most important school supply in the world is food, because children will never be well-read if they're not well-fed.
So you are located in the South Bronx. So how does the city kind of, like what you're doing?
Well, 2022 has been a year of epic proportions. Number one, we just won Best of the Bronx Award, which is nice to be recognized by our hometown. We won an Emmy Award for an episode of Growing a Greener World. We've won 6 Anthem Awards, the National Social Innovation Award, and if that's not enough, our plant-based mayor, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, appointed me to the Urban Agriculture Advisory Board. So in an era where we're looking for plant-based solutions for so many reasons, to heal ourselves and heal the planet, we have the perfect prescription right here. The success speaks for itself.
I want to eat some of this kale and butter. Let us hear
Help yourself, man.
No, but look, if people wanted more information, where would they go?
People can get more information by going to our Green Bronx Machine website, greenbronxmachine.org.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, sir, for being
Thanks,
here.
but before we go, Montel, I have a surprise for you.
And what's that?
You've always been a hero of ours, and in honor of your service, we want to donate a Tower Garden and our lifetime curriculum to a school, a facility, maybe a teacher of your choice, and that will come with a lifetime of fruit and vegetables and a lifetime of me in honor of you, because you're our hero.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Please look, and if you want more information, you can always go to our website, thebalancing.com. We'll be back right after this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Time for a wardrobe upgrade? Here's some inspiration.
Jakett is about finding the beauty in imperfection. Their jackets are perfectly imperfect, making each one as rare a find as the person wearing it.
I was schooled as an architect, being in the family tradition. And although I was always interested in constructing things and putting things together with bricks and mortar and beams, it was not as rewarding as I always saw the instant reaction when you were able to design clothing. When you're constructing something, the materials that you use are so important, and it really is the soul of the product. Through all the years that I've been in the industry, traveling around the world and being in and out of factories and laboratories and watching craftspeople, I've always been fascinated by how easy it is to use leather as a medium, because it's sturdy and it drapes, and it's actually biblical. It was our first form of clothing.
Since 2008, Jakett has been inspired by the culture and traditions of the people of the Middle East. The lamb and goat skins they treat are supple, thinner, and stronger, making them ideal for tailoring. Jakett is not the first to work on leather, but they believe Joseph's eye and highly technical process elevates the old school craft.
We start with an idea of a proportion, of a shape. And once we recognize the shape that we're trying to accomplish, then it makes it easy to select the skin. The general aesthetic of Jakett and JKT, my two largest brands, is always has been about vintage and embracing the natural imperfections of the skins. Normally, people look at leather jackets as outerwear pieces. And the thing that I've always prided Jakett and JKT on is my execution of raw edges. And the beautiful thing is, because leather doesn't fray, you can cut it and it just stays that way. You can join the two pieces of skin together, stitch them, and it makes it so much lighter weight and thinner, and it helps it drape. And that's the essence, I think, of our brand.
The same jacket can do all these things. You can wear the same jacket depending on your style to go out with friends for a nice casual sort of lunch. You can self together a little bit more and go out for dinner, and then the sexy sort of night out. Again, the same jacket, just changing the outfit, the hair a little bit, going into the heels. But the amazing thing is the diversity and flexibility of the product.
I think what's fantastic about Jakett is that it offers so much to so many women's fashionalities. The versatility is number one. I think that what strikes everyone the most, there's such a large offering for sophisticated women, for fun party girls in downtown New York City. So I think there's a large breadth. The second most prevalent thing is the skins and the quality of the skins. I've worked for the most luxurious brands in the industry, and this leather is the most luxurious leather available at a price point that people can afford. The most fun part of what I do for Jakett is when I'm in a store doing a trunk show and somebody tries it on for the first time, and the first thing almost all of them say is, "I look so cool." And I think that's probably what everybody will find the second they slide their arms into a Jakett jacket.
When you look at leather from Jakett, you see more than a garment. You see thousands of years of craftsmanship stitched into the seams, drum dyed onto the skin, or hand waxed onto the surface. Their process ensures that every jacket is as rarefied as the person wearing it. It's about a statement piece, a jacket that is made not to cover an outfit, but to make an outfit. Check out their website, jakett.com, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Take a look at what's coming up next.
So it's happening. We're starting to get together again, and it's so long overdue. Finally, we're in the same room during the holidays, or a family event or occasion, or a night out with our friends. And those moments are so precious and special, right? But what can we do to preserve them beyond that moment so everyone can relive them? Well, today, Dove Quint, the president of MyPhoto, is here to show us how. How are you?
Hey, Olga. Great to be here.
Okay, I'm so glad you're here because, I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people can relate to this, that when I have my family and friends over, let's say for Noche Buena, Christmas Eve, or whatever it is, a birthday, and what happens, right? We take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures, because that's what I do, and I store them in my phone, and all I end up doing, honestly, is swipe, 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 and they just live there.
They're stuck. So we're here to solve that problem. We're here to help you take those photos and turn them into really cool, quality photo products.
All right, so how do we do that? Because I remember way back when I would have to ship them out, and they would send me those prints, and it would take forever. There's been so many advancements, but I personally think it's not easy.
We've made it so easy for you, it's almost mindless.
Okay, so let's say, so these are the pictures from
I love
our
those.
Christmas, thank you.
Yep.
Let's say I wanted to have this one, and this one.
So you're gonna go to myphoto.com, you're gonna upload those photos, you're gonna choose your products, and in a couple clicks, you're all done, and then it's on its way.
And in 5 days, I'm getting this beautiful product that I ordered.
Absolutely, it's custom and
made.
personalized, it's your photo.
How do you get it to me in such a short period of time?
So we've been perfecting this process for about 10 years now. This here is our most popular product. This is an atrium acrylic block. We print directly on the back of an inch-thick block. Look how heavy it is. Can you feel it's substantial, right?
I gotta be honest with you, and I know our viewers can't see, they can see it, but they can't really feel this. This is heavy, this is good quality.
Yes, absolutely. We pride ourselves on the quality of our products. We are actually based here in the USA, and we've perfected this printing process for you, which allows us to get it to you in 5 days or less.
You could see that this will stick around for a long time.
This is something that can go on a desk or on a shelf that you can look at and smile at every day, not stuck on your phone.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. This is something that I'm very interested in because let me show you a picture of my house. We have what we call the dance wall of fame. 100 frames. I had to nail those things to the wall.
How long did that take you?
I cannot begin to tell you how long it took me. It was so much work. I see this, and boy, you would have really helped me a lot.
So this is something special. This is called Airglass. Airglass is the world's lightest photo wall art. And it's so easy to install. You don't need any tools, no hammers, no nails. Watch, you just turn this to the back here.
Okay.
And you're gonna peel this sticker off right here.
Oh my gosh, I can't. This is too easy.
You got this. And now watch, we're gonna place this on the wall. You don't have to worry at all about installing it crooked or straight because this piece of tape right here on the back is repositionable without damaging the wall. So
oh my goodness.
I'm gonna try to hang this up here. whoops, it's a little crooked. All I need to do is pull it off just like that, no damage to the wall, put it right back, and you're done. It's removed the pressure and the stress of installing any of these photos on a wall.
So easy to do, so clean, so crisp. I have to change that wall. I mean, what this would have done for me is amazing.
We'll hook you up, pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh, okay, this, gorgeous. Tell me about this.
So these are our acrylic mini blocks.
Oh my gosh.
These are 2x2, the same inch thick, and again, really substantial, really weighted, something special to put on a flat surface, on a shelf or on a desk. My daughter Annie, she's 7 years old, and she loves collecting these things. She's grown up in front of a digital screen her entire life, and this has offered her an opportunity to print photos of her family, of her friends. She loves it. She has a collection. She builds these towers like you see here. It's pretty amazing.
This is such a great idea if you have friends over and you want to just give them a keepsake to go home that day.
A great party favor.
Here you go, and you have that. Or even for my Christmas holiday reunion that we just had, I could have just handed this out to...
Great idea.
Oh my gosh, I love this. You know, what I think is the most important thing is everybody knows we take pictures with our iPhones. Everybody knows how instant it is. But really, take just a few seconds to love what you like and send it off to MyPhoto.
Make it an activity. When you capture that great image in the moment, go right to your phone, go to myphoto.com, and in a couple minutes, you'll be done. You don't have to worry about a long, elongated process where you have to worry about choosing anything. It's quick, it's easy, it's fast, and then it arrives on your doorstep in just 5 days.
And it's truly a wonderful memory for everyone.
Beautiful.
Love it. All right, for our viewers who'd like more information, where can they go?
They can go to myphoto.com. Pretty easy.
MyPhoto.com. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Happy New Year to you.
You too.
And if you'd like more information on any of this, because there are more products to choose from, right?
A bunch more.
Go to thebalancingact.com or myphoto.com. This is really, I just love this.
These amazing stories keep coming, just like this one.
Are you experiencing issues in your marriage? Are you considering a change? If you're thinking about a divorce, there's some important steps you need to take with your lawyer.
When a client first comes into my office, the most important thing is to take the temperature of the marital friction. Also, I allow a client to tell me a story. Clients are anxious to tell the narrative, the story of why they're there. I then seek to determine whether the client has access to all the documents relating to the potential divorce action, like bank statements and credit card statements and brokerage statements and deeds and the financial documents. The 4 issues in any matrimonial action are grounds for divorce, and in New York and New Jersey, both have no-fault provisions for irretrievable breakdowns or irreconcilable differences, depending on which state you're in. Custody, legal custody, and regarding decisions regarding the children in the marriage, and residential custody where the children live. Alimony and maintenance. New York, it's called maintenance. In New Jersey, it's alimony. Child support. And equitable distribution, which is applicable in both New York and New Jersey. It's not a 50-50 split automatically like in a state like California. So if the parties are on speaking terms and although they've agreed to have a divorce, they're interested in solving the problem, there's something called the collaborative divorce, which is like a do-it-yourself divorce, where you don't go to court. You can go to court and have an uncontested divorce, but a collaborative divorce is where the 2 parties sit down with their lawyers in 4-way meetings, sign an agreement to make it non-adversarial and solve the problem, and seek to resolve each of the 4 issues I spoke about. And then when they've agreed on everything, then they would go to court and put the divorce through as an uncontested divorce. On the issue of custody, the issue is whether it's going to be contested or not. Those outcomes are apparent. On alimony and child support, in 2017, a law changed where alimony is no longer deductible for the payor and included in income for the payee. In equitable distribution, again, it depends upon the facts of the case, and particularly the standard of living of the parties during the marriage. Can they maintain that standard of living after the divorce? When a client comes into my office, I seek to identify all the different types of property that a client owns. Anything that the parties obtained from the date of the marriage through the date of the commencement of divorce is deemed marital property. Now, there are exceptions. If one party makes a gift to another, then it becomes separate property. What you bring into a marriage at the beginning is separate property. Inheritances are separate property. In New York, the cap on alimony is $203,000, which is the payor's income, and there's a formula for determining what the alimony is. There's no such set formula in New Jersey. In New York, although there's a cap of $203,000, a judge can go above a cap in certain circumstances, depending upon the facts in the case.
When you're considering a divorce, it's best to leave the details to the experts. Visit their website, elliottpell.com, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.